Welcome, everybody, to another half-assed beer review. My name is Josh, and we're here to check out a new beer and see how it rates. Now, before getting into today's review, I figured we could talk a little bit about juice. Now, when I was a kid, we didn't have big juice varieties to pick from. There wasn't a plethora of juice out there to pick from like you see in today's store. It wasn't like a whole back aisle section dedicated to just different juice flavors. There was orange juice, grapefruit juice, that white grape juice that make your lips smack, and cranberry juice, I believe. I mean, it wasn't a huge selection. Pineapple juice, but that came in like a tin can that you had to have an opener for and pop the top in. I know, I'm showing my age here, but it's just what I remember. Now, later in life, I remember discovering what I thought was the best juice as Cran raspberry. It was great. I wanted it all the time. I drank a lot of it. It was hard to just drink one glass. And then I found Cran apple. And Cran apple is still to this day the best juice you can buy. If I'm going to the store and I see it, I'm going to buy it. If I'm on a plane, which I've been, and they have Cran apple, I buy it. I don't buy it. I get it. Because if I had to buy it, I would drink tap water, so I don't know what I would do. I wouldn't drink anything if I had to buy it on a plane. I would sit there for the next 2.5 to 3 hours and just waiting to get off the plane so I could get something to drink, because I'm not going to buy something on a plane. Anyway, what I have here today is a can of Cran Apple Blueberry, a Cran Apple Blueberry Sour from Brewery Vivant, Grand Rapids, Michigan, as part of their Unapologetic Fruit series. This beer comes in at 5% ABV and is brewed with cranberries, sweet apples, and blueberries. That's right. Now, the can art on this beer, man, looks just like a fruit snack, right? It's not Ocean Spray. I forget the brand of fruit snacks. I think it might be Mott's, but it looks just like this can, and this can looks just like that. It's pretty awesome what they did here. The art of the fruit is just a little bit different, but it looks like the same darn thing. It's wrapped all the way around the can. Beer tail on the back. Our Unapologetic Fruit series is about making craft beer that is stuffed full of big, ripe fruit. We add all of that fruit to a fresh farmhouse ale. We make the fruit pop even more by blending in sour ale. Cran Apple Blueberry blends zippy cranberry with sweet apple and blueberry. Now, here's something interesting about farmhouse ales. Farmhouse ales are traditionally European brewed. Now, farmers would brew them for the winter or for the post-summer work. That's when they would drink it. But the farmers that would have enough grain from the harvest, they'd brew it for everyday drinking. How awesome is that? I'm sure lots of people wanted to be farmers just for that reason alone. Now, on Untappd, this beer has a 4.06 rating, over 1,600 check-ins. Brewery Vivant is a very cool brewery. They do a lot of good beers. A lot of their farmhouse ales are just amazing. Undertaker is one of my favorite beers from them. If you ever see it on a shelf, pick it up, try it. I highly recommend it. It's been one of my favorites for a really long time. But enough of all that. Enough of the can art and all the stories I could tell you about farmhouse ales, sour ales, and all this other stuff, even juice. Let's open this beer. Let's pour it, look at it, smell it, taste it, and get a rating out of it. Mediocre crack out of it. Beautiful, juicy pour. Nice dark colors, just what you'd expect out of something with cranberry. I'm already getting that juice smell, that cran apple juice from it. Kind of a pinkish head on it. Nice bubbles on it. This is a... Man, this is... This smells a lot like cran apple. Really not tasting, but smelling that sweet apple. Yeah, a lot of the sweet apple, a little bit of cranberry, just a small hint of blueberry on it. Man, that makes this, just the smell of this makes me really excited to drink this beer. So let's do that right now. As always, on Half-Assed Beer Review, little drink, big drink. Cheers, everybody. What an interesting, delicious beer. Cranberry, sweet apple, that blueberry lingering on the back end of it. The sourness of this blend is really right up front, but it finishes off very smooth, and the sourness like dissipates, right? Man, this is very reminiscent of juice, but in beer form. It really takes me there to thinking I'm drinking like cran apple juice. I love this. You know, I did this. I didn't think I was going to review this beer. It was in my fridge. Got it a while back. Not a while back, a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago maybe. And I was just going to drink it. I wasn't going to do a review on it. But then a good friend of mine, Tone, fanboy Tone from Banter and Babble, he tried it and he rated it on Untapped as a perfect 5. And I can see why he rated this a 5. This is a very delicious beer. This beer is great. I don't know if this is a perfect beer, but I need to drink more of it to just kind of investigate. This is this beer is amazing. The finish is amazingly smooth without any sour whatsoever. Just the blend of this is great. Man, I don't know the last beer that I rated a perfect score. I think it was M43, the strawberry variant. I have a hard time giving anything a perfect score. Like, it really has to give me the butterflies. You know what I mean? And this, I want so much more of it. I only got the single. I don't know if there's more of it. Oh, it's funny because after Tone posted that, he sent me a message about it, and we talked for a little bit. And I remember being at Eastman that day, party store back in Midland, and I couldn't remember if I saw it or not. And I haven't been able to make it back there since, which tomorrow I might have to make an impromptu trip back there. Yeah, this beer is getting a 6. This beer, it's doing everything that they say they're going to do with it. The can art on it's great. The smell is great. You're getting everything from the smell. You're getting everything from the taste. And just the way it blends. Just that sour up front. You're still getting all the fruit. And then that smooth finish on it. It's just incredible. This is an incredible beer. You gotta try it. This is a 6 out of 6. This is perfect. They did such a good job. Brewery Vivant, who makes such good beers, has such a cool brewery. Their tap room is an old church that they bought and turned into a tap room. It doesn't get much cooler than that, right? And that's going to do it for this episode of Half-Ass Beer Review. I don't really have much else to say about this. It's a 6 out of 6. It's perfect. Go get it. If you see it on a shelf, buy it and try it. It's not going to let you down. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It looks just like this. It's right down there. Click on it. If you're new here and you enjoyed this video, subscribe, hit the bell. It keeps you up to date, notifies you every time I post another one of these videos. If you have any comments or suggestions, or you just want to tell me off, do it right down there. I welcome all of it. Thank you. But until next time, please keep your fridges full and have a great night.